Hello, welcome to tutorial 6 of Secure WordPress installation series. This tutorial will guide you through a step-by-step process of activating and configuring the Sucuri Security SiteCheck Malware Scanner plugin. As the name suggests, this plugin is a site scanner that lets you scan your files to make sure there is no malware. This plugin checks against spam injections, website errors, disabled sites, database connection issues, and so on. For more information about this plugin, you can visit the same page that I'm on. It's under WordPress.org plugins, and you can always search for Sucuri Security SiteCheck Malware Scanner. So now, since we know some information about the scanner, let's log on and see how it works. So go to your admin area, input your username and password, and let's log in. Under plugins, let's go under Sucuri Security SiteCheck Malware Scanner and let's click on Activate. You will see a notice that the plugin is activated, and you'll also see a new tab right below Security as Sucuri Free. So now, first thing what is going to give us the option to scan our site. So we're just going to say scan this site now. You see here no malware identified, everything is looking good. You'll see notice here that the picture is not showing properly, and the reason for that is because that we have a new content directory. Remember, we changed the VP content to something else. If you have left VP content, this will not be an issue for you. We can fix this, but this is not a big issue. It's just changing the PHP file. This is not a big of an issue, so I just live with it. Another nice feature about this is one-click hardening. This is hardening your installation. So first, it's checking for a WordPress version. It says that you're using the latest version that's possible. Second, it checks if you're using a web firewall, but it's actually checking for a specific firewall that is also owned by the same company. It's Sucuri's Cloud Proxy Web Firewall. I'm not using it, so I'm just leaving it as is. It checks if your WordPress version is being hidden from being displayed in the generator tag, and that's correct because you already hid this with better VP security. Here, it checks if your upload directory allows PHP execution or if it's browsable, and it says it is, so let's harden it. So if you want to harden something, you just click on the button, harden it, and then it should work. And you can get a message, complete upload directory successfully hardened. Then there is the restrict VP content access. So as you can see, VP content directory is not hardened, and this what will this do is block direct PHP access to any file inside the VP content directory. However, if you left the name VP content, you can just click on this harden it button. If we just click on harden it, it will not work because unable to create folder is not writable. The problem is that VP content directory for us does not exist. Remember, we changed it. We'll have to go after we finish the configuration. We will go and change this in the script. As I said before, for the images, it doesn't matter, but this is a functionality that is important. So we should get that settled down. We have here restrict VP includes access. So it's for the VP includes directory to make sure there is no direct PHP access. So you just say harden it, and that's hardened. So that worked. And I'm using the latest PHP version, which is also great. The next thing is WordPress integrity. What it does, it checks the integrity of the core files, and this is always good to check to know if some of the core files got changed. This changed because you were adding and removing, but this is fine. But usually if you know you didn't make changes and you see changes in these files, that could be a sign of a compromise. Latest modifies files, you can check for that. That's warnings, what I was getting before, and you can do past days. Admin user dump, it's going to give you the list of administrators who logged onto the site, and I was the only one who was logging in. It will check if you have any plugins that are not updated, outdated. So for me, all plugins are up to date, and it will also check to see if you have themes that are not updated, and for me, all themes are up to date. So I verified this part, and I'm looking good. They have a link for post hack, which we don't have to worry about, but what you can do in that is you can update your VP key, WordPress keys, and you can also reset your password. But let's hope you never have to come to this area. And there is another option called last logins that's gonna give you show all results. It doesn't show me anything. It usually shows you what are the 10 logins. But the reason why we don't see this information is because the VP content directory, remember, is changed to something else. That's one other thing that's left under one-click hardening is to make sure we harden the VP content directory. So let's log out. I will close everything down, always like having new sessions. So now we'll have to open FileZilla, use the already created connection that you created with previous tutorials. Create a local directory. I created a new directory called hardening test. You can create it on desktop, you can put it anywhere locally. And here on the web hosting side, let's go under your content directory. So if you have VP content, you have nothing to worry about. If you have some other name, go to under that directory, then plugins, then Sucuri scanner, library, and there is this hardening.php file which we have to modify. So right click this file and download it. Make sure to download it in the newly created directory on the left side. So once I download it, as you can see, the PHP file becomes under my hardening test. I'm gonna go into that directory, and as you can see, the script, this is the PHP script we just downloaded. I wanna edit this script with Notepad, and what I'm gonna look for is VP content. So you're gonna type in VP content and look for VP content. I'm using Notepad++, but you can use Notepad, you can use anything, WordPad, any text editor to open this file. So I'm gonna go find next. So this is just a string, I don't need to worry about this. This is also just a string, but here it is. So this is the hardening of VP content directory. So you have to change this, since they don't have this to be dynamic, you have to change this from VP content to whatever the name of your directory is. Mine is Nina_content. So I'm gonna change that and I'm just gonna save it. So I did a Control+S to save the script. I'm gonna close this, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to FileZilla. I'm gonna refresh the left screen. As you can see, the last updated was, you should see the exact date when you updated it. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna upload this file back to the server. To be secure, you can always do a backup before installing all the plugins and before doing the hardening, before anything. It's always recommended that you take a backup of both the database through a plugin, the Better VP Security, and the app through FileZilla, or if you just do any other plugin. But now, since I know what needs to happen, I'm just gonna upload this and I'm gonna say yes, I'm gonna overwrite it. So now if you check here, the last updated date should be just now at 9:32. And now I'm just gonna go back to the admin area. All right, so type in a username and password. Okay, so log into your site, and let's go now under Sucuri Free on the left side, and let's now go back to one-click hardening. Let's try to harden the VP content directory. That's the one that we want to harden. And now, as you can see, a message: complete VP content directory successfully hardened. We are all set. Now everything that could be hardened, we hardened it. If you really want to explore the web firewall they offer, feel free to do so. You just have to again upload a new plugin and just play with it. This ends our configuration for the Sucuri scanner. Thanks a lot for your time.